A Norfolk family is walking away with a settlement for more than $1 million, years after a Norfolk police officer killed their loved one.
The Latham family and the city signed the paperwork today in federal court. In 2014, loved ones called police after David Latham became violent during a mental episode. The night would end with an officer shooting Latham to death.
His family sued for wrongful death. Now the settlement is final. Stephen Graves is live at the courthouse. And Stephen, how is the family holding up?
Well, Janet, in court, they looked content, and you could say that was the case after they got up and signed off on that $1.5 million settlement with the city of Norfolk. Now, that money, we're talking about the whole estate here. Tonight, we've learned there's still one more hurdle before that money is completely distributed to the family members. Family members of David Latham chose not to speak as they left federal court Wednesday.
They're a good Christian family, full of lots of love, and they are working hard to move on with their life.
Moments ago, each one of them got up before a judge accepting a $1.5 million settlement with the city of Norfolk. Here's family attorney John Babineau.
It was important for them, obviously. I mean, that goes without saying, but it comes at great sacrifice.
It was more than 3 years ago, 35-year-old Latham was shot and killed by Norfolk police officer Michael Edenton. It happened at Latham's home after a call of him wielding a knife at family members. The victim's family later sued Edenton for $9 million. They claimed the officer, who was later acquitted of voluntary manslaughter, unjustly shot their mentally ill loved one. Today, years later,
the court accepted the settlement. There's just a little bit more work to be done.
The judge still has to officially sign off on the amount distributed between family members. Two of them were not in court Wednesday because of disabilities.
And that disability is associated with a mental illness. And as a consequence, the court wants to appoint a guardian, someone to look after their interests.
And attorney Todd Fiorella says once those guardians accept, funds can be distributed. A step in a path to healing for a family that extends way beyond an amount of money. And it's important to note, with this settlement, the city of Norfolk isn't necessarily admitting any wrongdoing in this case. Babineau says there will not be another hearing for those guardians to sign off, but we're told once they do, we should know the exact amount that was given out to family members after those attorney fees. Reporting live in Norfolk, I'm Stephen Graves, 13 News Now.